Hi everyone, I came across this and I just want to show it to you because this is, all about the skulls that we see in society now, and they're just everywhere on all kinds of clothing, shoes, belts, umbrellas, ties, bags, you name it, for all ages, high fashion, low fashion, whatever. On the bottom of the soles of shoes, it's just everywhere. So, this person here, this site, I don't know who it is. This is the very top of it, Death's Head Skull Bones. It's called www.whale.to. So, lots of information here, but basically it boils down to the darkness in all of these forms against the work of Jesus Christ, the saving grace of Jesus Christ. So the reason I wanted to show it to you is because these images, these are just a lot of images in contemporary society. Okay, here's Monsanto and what they represent. So here's some quotes. The skull and crossbones symbolizes Lucifer. If you take the view that the President of the United States is actually a pirate captain, then all of its history fits into place. It's the destruction of the health system, it's taking over other countries and stealing their assets and bombing the snot out of them, and it's depopulating the planet. These guys are pirate captains. We should stop calling them presidents and prime ministers. They are pirate captains of the British plantation, which is controlled by Israel. Okay, that's Greg Hallett. I don't know. Check it out for yourself. I found that the symbol of the skull and crossbones then stretches back over thousands of years and relates entirely to the ancient Shining Ones and directly to Osiris, the Egyptian version of the original Shining Father, incarnated on Earth. Not only that, but geographically, it goes right into the heart of original Shining territory. So mainly I wanted to show you all these images about skulls and bringing it up to date, for example, with Angelina Jolie. Remember, the people that are running the world love death. They're lovers of death. They're even lovers of killing the earth itself. Mao. Terror bombing. Special forces team with skull masks. Okay, if you think about heavy metal, if you go to look up some metal sites, there are so many genres of metal music, new metal, alternative metal, glam metal. It just goes on and on and on, and it's all the same thing. It's all about the abyss, the devil, Satan, death, suicide. Goes on and on and on. But look, special forces teams with skull masks. There will be an end to this. So you could go on and on looking into this, and the skull and bones are everywhere. I was just looking at Glenn Beck. Someone suggested looking him up. He's wearing skull and bones all over the place on his shirts, big ones. He doesn't even try to hide it. And a cummerbund with a tuxedo with a giant skull and bones. So it's really easy to break this down. These are all people. These are all organizations. These are all symbols of what is against Jesus Christ and the saving grace and the power, which has all been diluted by TV gospel shows and what they believe, and that detracts from the elemental power of the Holy Spirit and what Jesus did. I've been reading about this morning, the meaning of Golgotha, and these places go back thousands of years, centuries and centuries before BCE, the Common Era, and after Jesus died. But let's see, down here, just look how much there is of it. Okay, this is an ossuary Catholic church. Catholicism worships death once you remove the Jesus veneer. Huh. Yes, there's lots of skulls in a lot of these places. And here is one. In this Catholic church, the god Anubis, the phoenix, and the skull and crossbones, which symbolizes Lucifer, are all part of the decor. I don't see Anubis. I can't really see it right here, but maybe you can. Okay, that's the Russian Orthodox Church. I think some things evolve and people don't know how it slips in, and some people are innocently believing and devoting themselves to Jesus Christ, but it has, they get caught up in some of this. Okay, I want to show you Angelina Jolie. Of course, we know this is the Skull and Bones Society with, you know, finest purveyors of death. Huh. And they have the skull of Geronimo, which they stole. Oh, that's Damien Hirst, okay, with all his skulls and he's the artist who created the skull with the diamonds, the most expensive piece of art in the world. His painting is now on Mars because they found the Mars probe. Okay, so let me just speed this up a bit. Okay, here's the guy who got all these tattoos and then became a model for a bunch of magazines because of his, you know, his artistic tattoos all over his body. Skeleton look, sporting a skeleton look. Okay, there's the peace sign, the broken cross. Okay, skeleton on Kanye West. Here's Glenn Beck. Yes. Excuse me, with the cummerbund. Okay. It's coming up. Johnny Depp, yep, he's all part of it. Quentin Tarantino. Oh, Quentin Tarantino is, I would have a hard time talking to him because he's kind of scary. Okay. Here is Brad Pitt with his kids. Look, he doesn't want his picture taken, I don't think. And this must be Shiloh, who now wants to be called John Skull and Bones. And let's see, alright. Here's the baby. Okay, more Skull and Bones. How much more can they do? So a baby doesn't get to choose, right? Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones here. It's all over the place. And you saw Angelina Jolie shaking hands with the Queen with the Masonic handshake. Wow, it's really real, everyone. It is really real. Okay, well, I'll leave a link so you can check out all these Skull and Bones and the fascination with it that everyone has. Whether they know it or not, Robert Mapplethorpe, the famous photographer who died, I think he died of AIDS, there he is with the skull. I don't know. Why do people want to choose death? Why? I don't get it. So thank you, whoever put up this site and this collection. Great job bringing all these together. Yes, and John Hagee and Pat Robertson and all these other TV gospel preachers who make, even Richard Prince, all these people who seem to innocently make the hand sign, whether in rock concerts or whatever, and just think it is so innocent. It's not true. This is really happening. Popular culture has just picked up on this so much. People just, well, I'm not into it. I am not digging this at all. Okay, this is quite long. Okay, I'll show you over here. You can see my cursor thing. I mean, my bar is still way up there. But what, as I said, what it boils down to is this glorification of death is like the denial of Jesus Christ and what he did, and wants to take people away from it. Look at that. Okay, even if they're just making fun of it and like they hate the world or whatever, because I was reading a comment and some guy seemed so angry in all caps, and he just said, God made this world, it's his fault, he can take care of it, I don't care, I don't want anything to do with it, I'm not repenting, it's just a horrible mess, let him deal with it, who made it. And then someone said, why are you so angry? And he said he wasn't angry, he just typed like he was angry. So these are devil worshippers, though. You know, they are devil worshippers with the Satanic Temple, Anton LaVey, Aleister Crowley, Manson, the NSA, they're all in it together. NSA, Michael Aquino, he started the Temple of Set, and he was a general or colonel or something in the army, and he advises and was head of the NSA at one time. I think he's retired now, and he wrote a book called Mind War, or Mind War, with an S. There's two different books. But you get what I mean here, right? Look at this. Mickey Mouse. Interesting. Oh yeah, you're so cool, aren't you, Metallica, with your death head? Yeah, promote it. Go ahead. There will be an end. Oh yeah, and some actress just died in her sleep at 40 years old. And on the island where I live in Hong Kong, someone here recently died in his sleep. You never know when it's time to go. So, we are always in the last days. The minute you're born, you're in the last days, and it's the end time. So be ready. And another thing that I realize is that God, Jesus paid for everyone, paid a price. And if you don't give yourself back to him, you're stealing from God. And thou shalt not steal. So don't steal yourself and your soul and your spirit from God. Give yourself back and do the right thing. Wow. Okay, so here are pictures of, enough of that. Oh, not that. Golgotha. Okay, I've been reading all morning about the history of Golgotha, and Golgotha is so fascinating. It's the place where Jesus was crucified, and it's like this hill here, Golgotha, although in the Gospels they use the word cranial, or something that means cranium, which was like this, the top of it, not just the holes here where it looks like a skull. So you can read all about it. It goes back thousands of years, and Hadrian tried to cover it up because he hated Christianity, so he buried it. So there's lots and lots of layers to this history. Then the other thing I want to show you is this, electronic fascism. This is coming. This is the technology. This is a great site. I'll put a link because it's by some guy who did a lot of research on this. But look, down here, this is what I think. This is what's coming. Without cash or a global ID, because the economies are crashing all over, you will not be able to drive a car, ride a plane or a train, enter a federal building, open a bank account, or hold a job. So God bless everyone with the truth. Look into it for yourselves. Be blessed. And don't follow anyone but the true truth, the Holy Spirit, and the true Jesus Christ. God bless you. Thanks for watching.